get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Quarterback out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Back to the air. Smith on second down.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Throwing now is Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll...
on the other side of midfield.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings 49-yard line.
2nd and 4.
To the air again, Smith. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Tyler Lockett, an 8-yard pickup, and the Seahawks first down.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
From the red zone now, Smith. He's got it.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Smith. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. And your wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now Smith on third and goal. This is caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially to play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stopped him up short on fourth and goal from the line. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw left side, complete. That's Osborne. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Play fake. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Cousins to throw it. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 45. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And I think the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes.
Walker hit and the ball is out. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Here's Cousins. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll go Madison up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. The run got 4, now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Going to run with Madison again. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. They go play action. Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Draw play, Madison. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Holding offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. Doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense.
And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners, because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
That good for 22 and a first down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he says, we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He lets it fly for Lockett.
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Following the interception, Cousins.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw again on second down. Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. To throw, Cousins.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Play action now. Cousins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Joseph on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I'd say that it's fair to say nothing has gone right in this first half for them. Even here, you've got a chance to at least get on the board, but that goes by the wayside. And now, this coaching staff, they've got to figure out some way to wake this team up at halftime to get them going.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly... And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On play action, Cousins.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Cousins now to throw on first down. He stiff arms it.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Here's Madison getting it again on second.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Another carry now for Madison. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
Ready?
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he loses the football a second time. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try to win this one.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal. Throwing, Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back to throw, Smith. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's a gain of 6.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Geno. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into covers because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the long. 12.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get up. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
First and goal, Seattle.
Smith now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to 24. A good drive. They go 9 plays in all, so still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hit puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Geno now to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. On 2nd and 10, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Okay, ready?
On 1st down, Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Geno's going to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on Cousins on first down.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Cousins here to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Madison running left. Taken down at the 30. Second down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
On the handoff, it's Madison.
Room here to run. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. C.J. Ham. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
From the 31, Smith. He'll find Metcalf.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Smith on first down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Again, Smith. Flushed out right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's got to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why those 3 turnovers by that offense. That's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.